I'm going to talk to you for just very briefly, actually, just 10 minutes, about UK-India 2017, what's currently planned, what it looks like at the moment, and how you could possibly get involved in that as well. So, what is UK-India 2017? The 2017 anniversary of India's independence offers the UK and India a unique opportunity not only to celebrate the achievements of the world's largest democracy, but also to consider how the future relationships between our two countries might help us both to address the challenges of the 21st century. The UK 2017 Year of Culture will mark the culmination of 4 years of Reimagine, a programme designed to build creative connections in new ways and new ways between the people and the institutions of the UK and India. The programme will act as a springboard for strengthening the existing relationships and collaborations and the development of new ones in 2017. So, UK-India 2017, what's its purpose? The purpose of UK-India 2017 is to increase the visibility and appreciation of contemporary UK in India and vice versa, in order to give greater focus, depth, and relevance to the long-standing relationship between our two countries. UK-India 2017 will challenge outdated perceptions of the UK with highly differentiated, inspiring, and sometimes challenging programme which demonstrates the quality of contemporary British arts and culture. What will it look like? The programme will run from the 1st of January until the 31st of December 2017, with events and projects, both real and virtual, taking place across India, with an emphasis on collaborative projects and audiences beyond the usual metropolitan centres. It will reach huge numbers of people, creating a platform for new connections and collaborations and opportunities for all sectors. It will include high-profile public performances and exhibitions, workshops and capacity-building events for students and professionals, and receptions and specially tailored events for key partners and stakeholders. Digital content will be developed and digital channels exploited to allow as many people as possible to access and participate in the programme and to create their own connections. So, how has content been developed so far? At this stage, programmes have been co-funded with Arts Council England, Wales Arts International and Creative Scotland. And there have been 3 different streams to that process. So the first is Reimagine with Arts Council England, and that's kind of taken place in 2 waves of grant application processes. The first was a research and development wave, and the grant was awarded to various different arts organisations in the UK, and they've actually very recently come back from India from their recce, in which they built new connections and partnerships with artists, practitioners, and other arts professionals. And they're currently in the process of developing these projects in the UK as we speak. The second round of that application process is currently in motion. So we've had the expressions of interest, and now the application deadline is going to be in April. So the second stream, as it were, is Creative Scotland, and we had 15 practitioners on a recce visit, and 5 are now being supported by Creative Scotland to develop their projects further. And then the third is Wales Arts International, and a limited number of flagship projects from Wales are being supported in partnership with the British Council. But there's also a different stream, as it were. The British Council is also scoping other big, what we call anyway, big and shiny projects. It's probably not a very professional or technical term, but anyway. Big and shiny projects to ensure maximum reach and engagement. And we are also hoping that digitally innovative projects will be a part of the programme as well. And there is likely to be a tender coming out very soon, so do keep your eyes peeled for that as well. So we've talked about the shape of UK India 2017 in the UK, what it looks like, what's happening at the moment. Now, it was really important to understand what's happening in the UK in 2017 as well. The Indian government has committed to a season or a festival of India in the UK, and the Indian Ministry of Culture and the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, which is in essence sort of the Indian equivalent of the British Council, as it were, are in discussions about how this will be funded. So what do we know already? They have extremely big ambitions. They'd like to reach 4 million people in the UK through these projects, and they certainly want UK partners involved as well. So there is potentially an opportunity for you to get involved here. I'm currently working with colleagues at the British Council to gather as much information as possible. I'm currently working with colleagues in London to gather as much information about 2017 and what people have planned in the UK. We're keeping a database containing this information, and we'll be sharing this with the High Commission of India in the UK, who, as far as we understand, will be leading UK India 2017, or the Festival of India in the UK. And we'll be sharing that in order to help, in order to broker the relationships for them and to help them fulfill their strategic aims. So in terms of how you could get involved, what would be really good is if you sent to me any plans that you do have for 2017, and as many as possible, because then I will keep that on a database and then we can share that with the Indian government. So some really quick conclusions. It's a reciprocal year, so it's happening in the UK as well as happening in India. It aims to increase appreciation of contemporary UK arts and culture in India and vice versa. It's a springboard to strengthen existing relationships and collaborations and to develop new ones in 2017. And then there is an opportunity for you as well. So the British Council can help broker relationships in India and in UK and possibly offer UK India 2017 branding, project and strategy dependent, of course. In terms of financial support, unfortunately, as you're probably aware, the British Council is facing cuts, and particularly for the South Asia region, there was supposed to be a pot of money which I would have management over for the next financial year, which would encourage and support projects coming into the UK in 2017. And unfortunately, it looks like that's going to be cut. So that said, we are still able to help broker relationships for you and try and build as many collaborations as possible. Just very, very quickly, that said, we understand, therefore, that there are limited opportunity at this stage to get involved with the cultural year. However, that said, at this stage, the British Council continues to commit to working with museums in the UK and in India. And I've got on this board here some of our strategic aims over the past 3 years that the British Council has of working with museums. I won't read them out now because I'm conscious of time, but if you want to talk about these further, our fabulous museums lead at the British Council, Jane Weeks, who's here with us today, will be able to answer any questions on that. Also, please do stay in touch. Thank you very much.